Now let's continue on into some multi-step equations. So we're just building on our last practice of simplifying expressions. Our first step, if we're solving an equation, is always to simplify any algebraic expression we see on either side of the equal sign. So if I look at number 2, this right side's pretty simplified, but the left side of my equation can be simplified by combining like terms. I see 3 like terms here. -7 plus 2 is -5, and then -5 minus 3 is -8z minus 7 equals 17. Now that we've simplified our left side, we've created a two-step equation. We want to isolate this variable z on this side. We're going to use the properties of real numbers to move all the extra terms to the other side. So it's almost like undoing PEMDAS. We're going to add or subtract first, multiply or divide second. So in order to cancel out this subtraction, I'm going to do the opposite or inverse operation of adding 7 to both sides. -7 plus 7 cancels, and I am left with -8z equals 24. So now I have -8 multiplied by z. The opposite operation of multiplying by -8 is to divide by -8. -8 divided by -8 cancels, and I'm left with z equal to -3. So now it is always optional to check your answer, just like we did on number 1 up here, to see if that is a valid solution. Let's go ahead and try that out on this problem. So I'm going to now say that z is -3. If it's true, that means when I plug it into this equation, I'll be left with the true statement. So -7 multiplied by -3 plus 2 multiplied by -3 minus 3 multiplied by -3 minus 7 should equal 17. Well, let's see. -7 multiplied by -3 is 21 plus -2 multiplied by -3, -6 plus -3 times -3 is 9 minus 7. So now I'm going to add and subtract from left to right. So 21 plus a -6 is 15 plus 9 minus 7 equals 17. Let's see this. So 15 plus 9 is 24. And 24 minus 7 is 17. So you see that you get a true statement to confirm that your answer is a solution. So let's go ahead and try number 3 together as well. I'm not going to check my solution on that one, but feel free to do so if you like. So first, in this equation, my right side is pretty simplified. My left side can be simplified using the distributive property. So I'm going to distribute this -5 in here. The 5x comes down. -5 multiplied by 4 is -20x. -5 multiplied by -1 is +5 equals 20. So great, distributive property is done first. I've multiplied, and now I need to add or subtract. Combining like terms, the only 2 like terms I see on that side are 5x and -20x. 5 minus 20 is -15x plus 5 equals 20. Back down to a two-step equation. So now I'm going to do opposite operations to isolate my variable of x. So instead of adding 5, the opposite of that is to subtract 5 from both sides. I'm left with -15x equals 15. Almost there. Now to isolate that x, instead of multiplying by -15, I'll do the opposite of dividing. That cancels. 15 divided by -15 is -1. And if we chose to, we could take -1, plug it back in here for these x's, and prove that we have a true statement of 20 equal to 20. So checking your solution is optional, but a great way to confirm that your work is correct.